This brother, after 20 minutes, it's like they took his powers away, bro.
One of the most good-looking people in the world, right? And now he's become a troll.
Tommy Turbo was like Brucey from The Longest Yard. Every time he dropped the ball, he's like, man, I shouldn't have ate that popcorn. People are saying, did he mean it? Like, I don't think he meant it. Bro, this guy knew exactly what he was doing.
You look so good in the Bulldogs jersey. Come hang out with us. Don't about the Oh, Maron, what are you doing? Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share. Do everything you got to do, man. It goes a long way. Trust me. You like my shirt? Get straight into the episode. It's a bit weird, eh? It's a bit different, eh?
Yeah, I got a bloody table now.
That's alright. Ayo, multicultural rounds still going. Ayo.
Yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of League Lads. My name is Suey. I'm with Mr. HecticFred, and we got Flaxy. You can't really see him because SD card troubles. Hey, pop in. You're good. Yeah, he's there. He's here. Far out, bro. The game just ended. Middle finger on that. The game just ended, right? And well, what a game. I missed it because I was recording, as you know. I was watching the soccer and stuff. I was doing the Premier League stuff. But what a game. You watched that game. The first thing, I don't know. I don't want to speak about that as the first thing. But it's been a crazy week of rugby league and it's finally ended. Extra weekend. I hope everyone actually had a good Easter weekend and all that.
Yeah, happy Easter to everyone.
Everyone enjoyed it with their families and beautiful moments were made and everyone ate very well because I know you finally treated yourself. Mm-hmm. And everyone's been, so tell everyone.
No.
Tell everyone's been complimenting you.
They're glazing me, bro. They're just glazing me, man.
Well, you deserve the glaze, cuz.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished. Nah, he's a Kobe.
Job finished? Job's not
ain't finished. They have to do his face though.
Job's not finished.
Bro, that's the coldest ever, bro. Alright, let's get straight into it, bro. Bulldogs Souths, the first thing that I want to speak about because it's been on my mind since we lost. I said this last week to you and you. I said, boys, we're going to probably try so hard and we're not going to win. Like, it's just, we're going to somehow, some way not win. We're going to let referees get in the way. And I just wish that even when referees get in the way, we still find a way to win. But that just wasn't the case. Few things I want to speak about. I'm over it, bro. I'm over these Good Friday, whatever games there. I'm over them because I don't want to watch them again. I'm sick of them. Every time I know what's going to happen, right? I know that we're going to get robbed, and I still watch, and I still have faith, and I get crushed in the end. Because you go to the game. How was the atmosphere, first of all?
It was good. I was surprised. It was only
actually a good game. Like the game was like not a great quality, but it was intense. It felt like it wasn't one-sided. Is my point.
Yeah, it for sure looked like it was 40,000 plus, but then it was 35,000. But still good atmosphere. I was sitting in Diamond for once. I never get seats in Diamond, but my uncle was like, "Yeah, you wanted to go Diamond." It's a family thing, you know. And bro, we were like so close to the stadium that we're same level as them, so you actually can't see shit.
Boys caught you on TV as well.
Mahmoud caught me, bro. Yeah, it was like front row, bro. You know what I mean? But you actually can't see shit ever. And we were like, they got pyrotechnics and shit.
Yeah,
fucking getting burnt by them.
The worst.
It was
happened to me at the cricket once. It was that close. It's so close to you.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like they're full in front of us. Anyway, I'm on the 40-meter line, so I got to see a lot of action. I was very, very happy with the performance. Very happy with how the boys dug in. Like we started to go through some mid-game injuries and a sin bin, and the boys really held strong. I felt like where we went wrong was when I say coaching. If I'm gonna pinpoint where the Dogs went wrong, although I do think a lot of referee decisions didn't go our way, and there were some pivotal ones that I think would have changed the result of the game. But
definitely.
If I'm looking at where Serraldo or where the Dogs went on, I actually think it was Serraldo had the biggest mishap because we've got a guy, Kurtman, who, yes, he was playing very good at, like, I think they chucked him at lock. Yeah. He was fucking playing so good, man. And I get that he probably didn't, especially back into the first half, so I thought he maybe didn't want to move him out of the middle of the field. Center. But this guy's played half his career at centre. Salmon, I don't think I've ever seen him play a liquor centre outside of the Dogs. And we reshuffled the team to accommodate Salmon at centre when Adokar got injured, and I think the team would have been better off with Man playing there. Just because he's played there a lot before, and he's played at centre wing, for half his career.
That's my problem, bro.
And
the reshuffling always hurts us, bro.
Yeah, and I think, that was a poor reshuffle, and he's done this in the past, moving Alamotti to the wing, who's slower than rush hour traffic, you know what I mean? And Topanay in centres. He's done this before, and I just don't think that was the move. And the reshuffle just didn't work. Was that me or you?
No, it's mine.
Yeah. But yeah, I personally would have moved Man there and kept Salmon around the middle of the field because attack was completely stifled after that.
Yeah,
Every time we went
very
left,
dead.
it's just disjointed because Salmon's never played centre, and
Yeah,
or
it's
at
not,
least
no,
in
it's
my
not his
memory.
fault. It's not his fault.
Yeah, like it's just disjointed, and we had so much ball in that second half. Like if we had that much ball in the first half, we would have put 4 or 5 tries on them.
Easily, man.
You know what I mean? If we had the same lineup going into the second half with Fox and Crichton on that side as well, because they moved Crichton to the right side, where he was just a Ferrari that we just kept in the garage, because Drew Hutchison just doesn't like passing the ball, you know, to him. It's just, it screwed the attack up, and that's when we had all the ball. And I think another thing that Dogs need to work on, we just came out of the gates too slow. Like, the first 12 minutes of the game was 10-0. Now, as Serraldo pointed out, last year's team just downs tools and gets 40 put on them, 50 like the year before, you know.
Big improvements from last year.
They fought back, and I pinpoint one play from South Sydney and from Latrell Mitchell in particular that practically won them the game. Where Dogs, soon after these Dogs got their momentum back after that second try, but Burton puts a kick on third or fourth. It's perfect. Lands right past the 10. Latrell gets it. There's 6 blokes in front of him, not a single South jersey near him. You know what I mean? Every other fullback in the game just gets tackled. Maybe breaks 1 or 2 tackles, but no one. They just get tackled, and they're stuck in their 10, and then the Dogs start their momentum on the 10th minute. You know what I mean? But what does Latrell do? Somehow absorbs a tackle with 4 or 5 guys, gets an offload away, and then they make a line break and score. That's the only fullback in the NRL that can do that stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why, you know, on paper, it just makes sense to have him at fullback. After 20 minutes, my uncle was just like, that's it. Latrell's played good the first 20, that's it. He's gonna hang up his boots, and that's pretty much what happened. Like, he didn't do much after that.
I thought you meant he's gonna have actual blinder, but
No.
the uncle's right.
Yeah, he didn't do anything after that. But that one play alone would have started. The Dogs' momentum would have started from 2 minutes earlier, 6-0 down or 4-0 down or whatever.
And then it's a different ball game.
This is a different ball game,
of course.
You know what I mean? But that one play from him was unbelievable, and I was right there. Like, I saw it, it was 30 meters away from me. You know what I mean? That was like, I'm like, how the fuck's he offloaded that?
Yeah, he's a
line break.
He's a freak.
And then the end one and scores on the other end, and that's why. If this guy can just get his mind right and focused on footy and nothing
80 minutes of impact.
He doesn't
and
even
influence.
need 80 minutes. That's how good he is. Other fullbacks, you need 80 minutes from him. You only need a good 40 from Latrell Mitchell, and you won the game by 30.
Yeah, that's the craziest.
And if you can just get his fitness and effort levels up, which will hit, I think they'll get that.
I don't know.
In the back end of the year.
I don't know.
He's a real problem, but it's just, he's got to do more than 20 minutes. But even then, 20 minutes of Latrell Mitchell playing good is all they needed.
It's crazy, yeah. And he's got him over the line, bro.
Yeah.
Wide and scoring and stuff.
Yeah, but
I'm over it, bro. I'm over these.
But then we've got to talk about the refs, man.
Let's talk about that, because I'm over it, because and I hate being this. I always say this, bro. I hate being this fan that complains and sulks. But
it's just the last.
Honestly, like, I didn't want to watch rugby league. Wallah, I didn't want to watch any more games, and I didn't watch any more games properly. I literally tuned into the RTS game because I love RTS, but like, I couldn't watch another game properly and focus on it and enjoy it. There was so much cause, so much shit that went through. You messaged me saying I was funny with my video that I did of the hip drop. Like, someone got sin bin. First and foremost, right? Was it Jacob Preston that got sin bin in this fixture last year for a hip drop?
Yeah.
And we were playing not that bad.
And it wasn't even that bad.
And it wasn't that bad, but we weren't playing that bad, right? And decisions they're costly in games, bro. Especially when you're up against a good team. Souths are a good team. Let's not forget they have quality in their team. We are building. So we're here and they're there, right? Yeah. So for us to match them, we have to play out of our skin.
Yeah.
And for them to win, you've seen them, they won the game and they played one of like the worst games.
Yeah.
They weren't good at all. And they still won the game. So for us to even take that leap of advantage, because we can't have these things happen to us.
Yeah.
All right? Preston gets absolutely... It was Preston that got hip
Yeah, Preston's going to score if Wyden doesn't do this, by the way.
Wyden does this, right? And look, when we had Preston on the episode, we asked him about hip drops and what he thought of it. And he's like, look, man, like, it's in the game, but like at the same time, I understand. And yeah, we all understand. But what we don't understand is call him. You called 2 other ones that happened today with Galvin.
But look, quite frankly, they were way worse than this one. But... I think, and the fact that the NRL came out and said that it's not even a penalty.
It wasn't even a penalty.
Yeah, but the NRL said that it's not a penalty.
But Graham Annesley came out at half time, and this is what kills me. This is what baffles me. People say to me, "Oh, you're just biased." No, brother. I've never heard Graham Annesley in my life come out at half time. I usually wait till he does his next day report when he's on his little whiteboard. He goes, "Oh, Wyden has nothing to worry about." What do you mean, bro? So like what? You just promoted this tackle. Now, 2 boys on this week and 2 of the players did this and got sin binned. Okay? Which is fair play. It's the right call. But call it on the day, bro. And you can just tell, man, like...
It's the same motion, different landing point.
Whatever it is, I don't care. You did the same thing.
But
you did the same thing, and how do I know that if my leg was there, would have not got... You could have got injured easily, bro.
Yeah, and it's the fact that no penalty, we literally try scoring opportunity. I'm not saying that's a bin. Many people think it's a bin. I don't even think it's a bin, because I don't think...
I think it's
like,
a bin.
I don't think the tackles that bad. But the NRL were the ones harping on about how bad this is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And challenging every one of them, all the little ones too.
And he's landed on Preston's ankle, and like fuck, like his ankle's sore. Even Serraldo said it at the end of the game, like his ankle's hurt. He couldn't, yeah.
So you got that call, right? Which is absolutely.
But the real bad one,
this is the professional foul,
was the obvious, blatant. Like he literally did it on purpose. Professional foul.
He even looked up like,
no,
fuck, I'm gonna get sin binned.
No, he's trying to get sin binned.
He's trying to get sin binned.
They shot the bits, man. You know what I mean? That's what I think, because the tackle was done, and then he yanks on Kurt Mann. Like, that last yank is like...
It was like a third effort. It wasn't even it was a third effort.
Yeah. Everyone in this entire stadium... there were these South fans behind me. They were funny as.
Yeah.
And they're like... And these guys were like, Tane Milne kept the ball, all this stuff, It's in his hands, these guys,
Yeah. The Tane Milne...
They're like, how the fuck did we get away with that one? That's it. That's exactly what they said. I just looked back.
But I reckon Dimitro would have said the same thing. The coach.
No, Tass, the guy who did it, is like, how the fuck did I get away with that? We had all momentum last minute of the game, or last minute of the first half, but we were killing him at that point. We had a couple tries disallowed. But yeah, I don't understand how that wasn't a bin. And if that was a bin, we might get something out of that last minute going for a try, and then they don't score the first 3 minutes of the second half by going around us.
It all impacts us in a
I think that was a major point where the game would have turned at that point, because we had a lot of momentum. They go into the half, they can probably re-galvanise themselves.
Doesn't matter, but you score, you up in the
but
game.
They're not scoring with 12 men.
Exactly.
Most likely not.
And they're probably most likely conceding with a man down.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like, we had a lot of momentum going into that point, and and the 10, being at the game, I noticed this, and then people were starting to notice it after, is the 10 metres for Souths was 10 metres.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They're 10 metres for, I'm there, I'm sitting on the 40, all right, and Souths are getting tackled on the 40, and the Dogs are standing on the 55-metre line. And I'm like, why is the 10 so long? Like, I get you, the referees are allowed to do this when the game gets too physical. When there's fights every 2 seconds, you know what I mean? You're able to bring it back. It's not actually 10 metres, it's back with the referee, but typically it's 10 metres. There wasn't that, I know there was a little scuffle when Moran dumped Murray on his head, but still, that's not it's not warranted to make it 15 metres. And if you're going to make it 15 metres, make it both ways 15 metres. It wasn't like that for Souths.
You just felt like they did everything they could to make Souths finish the game with the win. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
right? and then you want to call it tampering, or you want to call it sports bet.
The clock, man.
Bro, honestly, guys, the clock thing.
The clock thing is actually the worst one.
Yeah, and no one's speaking about it.
And
everyone's blaming the T boy, the kid with the T.
It's not the T. The T kid can take as long as he wants. The clock in the last 5 minutes. No. The clock. The rule is the clock in the last 5 minutes stops.
Even Brad Fittler was like, "What the hell's going on?"
You're actually not allowed to stop. The clock is not meant to keep going when it's. I think it's when it's a close game under 10 minutes.
Listen to this. Even if it does keep going, right? Even if Burton's looking, and the referee should come up to him and be like, "Relax, it's probably just an error. We'll bring it back."
Yeah, why?
They brought back 10 seconds, which is wrong. He wasted about 40 seconds, which is more. These little things, bro.
And then he's kicking it without the T. He nearly got it. If he got that, that's one of the all-time clutch moments.
I knew he was gonna get it back. The way it was just so awkward. But even the Tane Milne, I thought that was a knock on. Just certain things, bro, and so many things in the game.
Teams have got to target him more. He was coming off his line to hit the second row about 5 times.
He's so bad, bro. Honestly,
put him in the... I'm telling you, man, when this guy plays lock or back row for Fiji, he's actually cracked.
Yeah, that's what blamed it.
But the thing is the fact that they don't have no backs, don't have any backs to actually try and putting him in the forwards.
They need their backs back ASAP, and I think that'll improve them.
And they're not getting them back ASAP.
Campbell Graham's gone.
To run 18, Munro soon.
Johnston's
now hurt.
But anyway, that game, man, pissed me off. I feel like I just want to speak about the attack on what you said. I think we need more time with our attack. I think everyone is sort of very I don't know how to explain it. Very just one way, very one. What do they call it? One dimensional.
Yeah.
Just okay. Even if it wasn't for Marnie going out of dummy half and running around, and even Marnie, bro, it's too much pressure on him to play make.
But he's been playing really good, man.
He has, but what I'm saying is, I don't want to see him making the vital, the biggest play You get me? We have two halves, and we have a Crichton, and we have these players.
No, we don't have two halves. We have one half. Okay. Like, let's be honest.
That's my problem again.
Like,
so the other half, Drew Hutchinson.
Yeah,
he's got to be more. He's got to be quicker, and it's not his fault. It's not his position. That's not his.
It's not
role.
quicker. It's like
better decision making.
He's a hog, bro.
Yeah,
how the fuck?
He took four carries.
There's two issues I got with some of these players, and it's my issue. Number one issue is Taff. This guy, I was talking about it on stream today. This guy is one play behind everyone else in attack. This guy, in terms of support, is practically non-existent.
I feel like he was so back as well, which makes it hard for everyone.
This guy, okay, Curtis Moran runs, breaks a tackle, offloads to Drew Hutchison. When Curtis Moran is running and Blake Taff is hands on hips, 10, 15 metres behind the play. You watch Gutherson, as soon as the split second line break is made, Gutherson's there. Kalen Pong is there 10 out of 10 times. Like you as a fullback, Tyrell Sloan, at least the guy might have his good games and bad games, but this bloke is always supporting.
The right things in attack.
You in Blake Taff, I get you've made 20 runs, bro, but as your job as a fullback, if you're getting tired, pass the ball to a winger, man. You know what I mean? Like, your number one job is to be there and support, and it's happened so many times now. It's happened at Belmore, against the Sharks, against South Parramatta, against Souths. We make 1-2 line breaks where Matt Burners made a line break. This guy's playing out of his mind on Friday, in my opinion.
Was unbelievable.
He was kicking the ball good, running the ball good. That play with, this one was off a 20-metre tap, right? Crichton runs across field and hits Burden running into a hole.
No one's there.
This guy's making a line break for 10 seconds. It felt like this guy was on a run, bro. And not a single dog's play in the camera frame.
Man, bro, honestly.
Where the fuck are yous, man? If you want, I get they're working so hard, and this is all I want them to do is work hard.
I don't expect every player to be in support. But the players that are in the team.
Someone, please,
no, but most
give the guy some help.
Most importantly, the winger and the fullback.
The fullback and your halves are supposed to support, and your hooker, he's always going to be around the ball as much as he can. But
our wingers as well should be. I know it's far away, but if it's that close to them, sniff around. You see this, but you see it in Tommy when in Origin. I know in Origin it's a different story, but you see it in Tommy Turbo when he's playing centre, he just sniffs around and goes for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Joey Manu, for instance, for the Roosters, he's looking for it. He knows that if I can affect the game, I'm going to be the first one there. And then I'll get back on my defensive duties. But when we're in attack, forget the hit up. I want to be in support. And that's why I know that Blake Taff lacks. I hope he picks it up.
He did it against Titans.
That's one reason why I love AJ Brimson, bro. Because he's a fucking proper attacking fullback. They loved it. That's what I was saying last week. I was trying to recruit him, but he didn't answer my phone call still.
Yeah, but look, our attack is where one pass or one player away. You know what I mean? I think Burden needs to dig into the line more, and he's starting to do it more.
I like that, bro.
Him and Kickout and Crichton are really linking up. They're all playing really good, but we do not use Crichton enough, and especially when we had Drew Hutchison and Crichton on the same side in the second half. I swear to God, not one ball went to him.
And if it was if he did receive the
Drew
ball,
Hutchison is playing as if he's better than Crichton and that he's the star of the show.
Yeah.
Brother, you are an NPC. Pass the Ferrari a ball. Give this Ferrari that you got parked in the garage.
Give him the keys.
You have the keys of the it's like you have a Toyota Camry and you have a Ferrari and you're driving the Camry every day.
It's like, what are you doing?
Why? Brother, you have a Ferrari, 0 Ks on the clock, bro, because he's fucking practically done anything this year because they don't give him any ball. Give him the ball, man. Yeah. It's not Crichton's fault. If this is the problem of putting him at centre, he has to sit there and wait for the ball. When he's not allowed to have roaming duties like Joey Manu and stuff does, he has to sit there and wait for the ball.
I think he should take it on upon himself.
The clock is ticking.
He's doing Penrith.
No, I was gonna say, as an outside perspective, he looked like scoring once every time at Penrith, every game, once a time.
At least.
I haven't seen him.
Or assisting a try.
Yeah,
at least.
They're not giving him the ball.
He's not getting the ball, and it's
they're giving it to Kickout, and he looks like he's gonna score every damn near time against the ball, but still. Burden,
at one point, Kickout played centre.
Burden is definitely liking passing the ball to
that left side there.
To Kickout more on that side because he's an easy target and he's got really good hands. But I think we need to use Crichton more, and especially when he's on the other side and you have fucking Drew Hutchison not passing him the ball, it's very frustrating. And then
it is.
Burden, and this is the one that made everyone Burden makes a line break. He gets tackled. Yeah, no one's supporting him or nothing. but the ball goes to Drew Hutchison. It's a 3-on-1, bro.
Yeah, and he just takes
fucking
takes a hit up.
This is Aiden Tolman all over again.
Yeah, literally.
This is
Wallahi,
Aiden Tolman on
Wallahi,
fourth tackle. Go take a hit up. It's making me go crazy. It's making me go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He's brother. You are a 7. Be unselfish,
That's
not
the point.
selfish. He's playing like
7. Sometimes we tell the 7 to be selfish, just to like elevate the game a little bit.
This is. I think if we had Toby Sexton in this game, we win this game. I think the clock's ticking on both. If we, because we got three.
I think he stays in the whole year, bro.
We got three tough games coming up, and I think there might be a time where he pulls the trigger on Crichton, a fullback. He might I think he's going to pull the trigger on Sherry this week because he doesn't really have that many options.
He should play.
I think Wilson might miss out again. And Kiraz to wing, because Kiraz on the wing was pretty hectic on the weekend, and I think they're going to give Sherry a go at
I love Kiraz on the wing, bro. I
like him at centre this year, but I like him on the wing more.
When he started,
Paul Wilson, but he deserves a run. He deserves to play every week.
Even Connor Tracy was pretty good, bro. He tried doing everything he can.
Yeah,
that kick from Taft for him to
was
take
hectic.
that was good. And you know what, bro? I love to see that. Like that's the kind of attack I want to see. But of course, I want to see the more structured, hard running. Like just let the ball go to the main guy and let him score. Let him do his thing.
Yeah.
We all want to see Crichton on the ball more.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And honestly, bro, I think they just need time. And a lot of people are getting frustrated. Like, Bulldogs are still the same. They're not the same.
Overall, this team is better.
Don't tell me this shit. I don't want to hear it.
And we were the better team.
I'll be the first person to tell you. Right? I'm a fan. I watch with passion. I don't watch with biasness. I watch with passion. They're not the same. In attack, they're way better. In defense, they are a whole different team. Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, the camera's cut out, guys. Like I was saying about the Bulldogs attack and Stephen Crichton before the camera's cut out, I think that they need time. And I think that it's not the same team as it was last year. I don't want to hear that, and especially from Dragons fans, please. Like, he's the last person I'll really hear it from. We're going to get into the Dragons. They deserve a lot of credit. Let's get straight into the Penrith game, bro. The Penrith looked too good.
Yeah, shout out to Schneider, bro.
Shout out to Schneider. He was at the Raiders, wasn't he?
Yeah, Raiders. Then went for an opportunity in England and then came back here.
Oh, so he didn't...
I think he went to England and then came back here.
Well, honestly, great. But Penrith just do this again and again and again.
Yeah. Now, look, if I'm the Dogs, this is a player that I'm looking at, and I'm like, if he keeps doing this is a perfect guy to pair with Burton. Like we're seeing now Galvin and Caesar.
It's looking good.
It's a halves combination
How old
that works.
Is that Schneider? Is he young or is he old?
He was pretty young.
27? Oh, okay.
I think he was pretty young.
Pretty young,
yeah.
25.
Yeah, it's alright.
Can't you just turn it down? Oh, that works.
Fixed. This is gonna be a bitch then.
Fixed.
You gotta actually watch this one, boss.
Oh.
But
you said a few minutes,
Alright.
But yeah, man, with Schneider, so run us through
Schneider. Great performance from him, man, because he's just running the show, and Luau did a great job too. If you're a Tigers fan, you got to be watching and you're like pleased with what's happening.
Rando once again, he's right. What was the stat? 8 from 8.
8 from 8.
8 from 8 against
Roosters, and now 9 for both. Hainesy's poster was funny as.
Haney killed me, bro.
But really good performance. They beat them up in the middle, and they're
missing Fisher Harris.
And they're missing Fisher Harris and Sorensen
and Liam Martin was off for a bit as well.
And Keary.
And I've been talking about Lindsay Smith for a while. This guy is legit, man. Like this guy, man, cannot possibly stay. Did you just re-sign you or something?
Yeah, they just re-signed him. They let Hoskin go and they re-signed him.
Yeah, because they got back rolls coming in. Maverick Guy looked pretty good on the weekend, and it was good. That was a nice moment.
No, very very nice moment because
MG is like unanimously loved by the NRL community.
And he's a sucker. Like apparently, I can't remember. I think Andrew Johns was like he's a big crier, so it was hard to actually watch it. Hard to see. It was good to see, but it was hard because I knew how much he's gonna cry, and then if the camera went on him,
yeah,
he was like in tears.
Bro, this
which
guy,
is a beautiful moment.
And you know what's funny? He's a big crier, but he's the toughest bloke on the field, bro. Everybody was happy except Wally, probably. But
tough as they get, bro.
But hey, that was such a nice moment. But congrats to Penrith, man, because they just look classy. And I'm not gonna say that this team doesn't need Nathan Cleary. It certainly does if it's gonna be consistently good. And we've shown how when the rest of the team is not firing, Nathan Cleary just
pulls it out of the hat, man.
Pulls it out of the hat.
He knows what he's doing.
And they weren't relying on guys like Tungo and, that they've been relying on in the last few weeks. Like, this was purely an arm wrestle game that was won by smart football and won by their spine. Like, Edwards and Kenny were really good, man.
It's a good time to be a Penrith supporter, man.
So, yeah, good job, Penrith.
Let's talk about we gave Penrith their credit before everything crashed. I've got a question for you. This is about the Roosters. Is it time that the Roosters let go of Luke Keary and move on and go out there and find their next long-term six? Obviously, they got Sam Walker, but is it time for them to replace him? Because, bro, like that performance was on Thursday. It's hard to watch, man. And there's a lot of those performances that we see from Keary, and I love Keary, bro. Like I always said, if he ran out of contract, come to the Bulldogs. But then you watch him and he's just out of steam, out of gas. You look at him, you're like, one more head knock can really finish, do what happened to Boyd Cordner of the Roosters? You know what I mean? Is it time? Like, what's your take on that?
Well, I don't actually think he would have played if Sandon Smith was healthy. I'm starting to think that they want to move past him, but his contract is too big. That's easier said than done. I think we could have a real Greg Eastwood situation here where
he just hangs out.
He's just in reserve grade on 900k a year or a million a year. You know what I mean? So, I think you can sort of pinpoint certain players they change the way they think about the game and the way they think about their play changes. You look at pre-injury Reynolds was always taken on the line and it actually was pretty zippy and he used to really take the line on and he wasn't afraid to get hit. And then you can see that you can pretty much pinpoint the moment where it all shifted. Like that injury against the Dogs twice, the 2012 semi and then the bad Friday 2015, you know. I feel like from around that 2015 point, the way he played changed.
That's it,
because his body kept getting injured. You know what I mean? And he has this new style now. He barely takes the line on, but he's like he's like an orchestrator. You know what I mean? And I think Luke Keary's going through that, but his whole game was more take the line on, be dangerous. He had a good kicking game too. Like a lot of people don't give him enough credit for that 2018 championship. They sort of give Cronk more credit than him when he was player of the series.
Was so good, yeah.
Because he's pretty much playing 6 and 7. You know, Cronk was just on-field coach, as I like to describe him as.
GM.
Yeah, he was just the GM. So this guy in his heyday was insane, and obviously won a comp with Souths too. But you got to sort of say he might have it's not like Tedesco where I don't think he's gonna get any better from this point. He might get a little bit better, but he's not gonna make a massive resurgence until like Sean Johnson. You know, I think it might be time to sort of look elsewhere, but I think in their mind they think Sandon Smith has potentially already replaced him.
He looks like he's got something to his game, bro.
Yeah, I like the way he plays and he does all the little things right. Like he's really fundamental, basic player. Like he doesn't try to overplay his hand, you know.
That's what you want.
But I think Keary's still a decent player, but if you're
England, you reckon?
He's got England written all over him. He'll be Jesus there, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fucking icon there, bro. Wow. I love Keary. This is not to discredit him or anything, but sometimes you just have to look at players and you're like, oh man. I feel bad because it's hard to watch because you can tell they've lost the pace and the tempo. Like it doesn't make sense.
If you look at the going rate for his position, I don't think any NRL team's really going to want to pay it. And if they do, then it will be taking a big risk with that injury. And I think that's someone that the Dogs might actually look at, but I don't think it's worth it.
I don't think it improve. I don't know, man. Like the IQ will improve us, but I don't know about the physicality and stuff. Origin fullbacks. We had a big matchup on the Penrith and Roosters game. Dylan Edwards or Tedesco? Which Origin fullback are you picking for New South Wales?
Look, in my opinion, if Tedesco got picked on last year's form, he has to get picked on this year's form. He's got all.
Michael Maguire, you've just walked into the building now. Yeah, and I'm clean slate and everything. What are we doing?
I think Madge Maguire's looking at Tedesco as a guy that he can rely upon. A guy that's going to give him maximum. Like Madge is a big effort guy. Like he wants everyone to be given 100%.
Well, Dylan Edwards is an effort.
And of course, Dylan Edwards is purely an effort guy. Like he's.
That's the biggest thing about Dylan Edwards is his work rate.
But I think I think Madge is gonna go with James Tedesco just because he's a household name. Like he performs in that arena. He didn't do too well last year, but I think he's in a lot better form, and if he keeps playing like this, I think he will get picked.
Who do you pick? Your preference?
I think...
Your personal preference?
If I'm looking... I just think Tedesco's has been there for so long.
You'd rather keep him?
I would rather keep him and then give Dylan Edwards a run on it if we've won the series or lost the series, something like that.
Just to develop, put him into that role.
And then chuck him in. Like Mitch Moses had already had experienced the Origin arena, and then they've put him in when we need him to get a result. And
they knew we could trust him, really.
Yeah, I think... You want to sort of blood him in a game that doesn't matter as much. And, and I think game one's at Suncorp this year. So like giving him a first proper run at Suncorp is a bit rough. So I think he's going to go with Tedesco. I would personally go with Tedesco, but Dylan Edwards
has to be up there.
Pappenhausen is up there.
I'm gonna say I'll probably stick to Tedesco. And I've always, the only time I said last year that Dylan Edwards should play is when the series was pretty much done.
Yeah.
Or when I was just looking at Tedesco and he wasn't doing it for me.
If he wasn't playing well.
Yeah, you're not playing well, it's a different story.
Yeah, but when you're both playing at a similar level, you sort of just have to go with the guy who's more experienced.
Yeah, like when I watched Teddy this year, and I'm one of the biggest, bro. When people tell me fullback, I just say, have a look at this guy, how great he is. Like, you have to understand what he does. People say, oh, he didn't pass to Attica. I know in Origin there was shitty moments.
He is a bit of a hog.
He is a hog, of course, but
this year he's passing.
He's passing, and he's like leading the team for the Roosters, bro. That's his team, really. Yeah. It's not Keary or Walker's team. It's his team. So yeah, I'll definitely pick Tedesco over Dylan Edwards. But Dylan Edwards 100% will be New South Wales fullback very soon. Like I think next year it's his. Well, depending on this series as well.
I think there are a few knocking on the door, and it really just depends on what
fitness.
I think it just depends on fitness and who Madge actually wants at fullback.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Let's get straight to the Brisbane Broncos and the Cowboys game. I'm not going to really probably speak about that game, but we want to bring up one thing.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a laugh. Reece Walsh is probably one of the most good-looking people in the world, right? And now he's become a troll. He rocked up to the game with a Cowboys hat, and I'm all here for it, right? But someone outdid him. Someone we all grew up watching, someone who is NRL heritage, I'd like to say. Daryl Broman, big man. Mate, he posted it. What did he post?
Was it? I don't know if it was him or Guru. I don't actually, because I saw it on Guru.
Anyway, whatever it is, who cares? We're just gonna say Daryl Broman did it, right? And he just posted him with the Cowboy and just like, my twin or something.
Yeah, he kept saying people keep mistaking the big man for Reece Walsh, especially women.
Yeah, and he's like, surely I did it better or something.
Yeah,
that was just a funny moment.
You gotta love him, bro.
I miss big man, man. I missed that footage show. That was good.
Nah, he was him and Bo, bro, was so good on that.
And he went through something very I think cancer or something. Yeah.
I actually don't know.
No, he actually went through it and he got through it.
But I love him. Everyone loves him.
Everyone loves him.
Reece Walsh, bro, he knew what he was doing with that.
Yeah, it's trolling. I love that shit.
People are saying, did he mean it? Like, I don't think he meant it. Bro, this guy knew exactly what he was doing. He brought the hat to the game, you know what I mean?
He knows what he's doing.
He suited him so well.
Yeah.
He looked like Tex, bro, you know what I mean?
But anyway, we had that happen. Daryl Broman, yeah. Listen, I'm going to go out there and say this. I don't know if everyone's going to agree with this, but I think more and more as time goes on, people will agree with this. Tommy Dearden will be Queensland's number 6. He'll replace Munster, and it's going to be for the long term, especially if Munster doesn't play again this year, bro. I think the first thing is Billy Slater's still coaching, right? The first name he's going to look at in that 6 role, it's going to be Tommy Dearden.
Yeah.
And that tackle, I say this to bring up the tackle, that tackle on Cobbo was unbelievable, bro. That's grand final moment shit. Like, you see that in the biggest games of all. And, bro, he doesn't give up. And week in, week out, like, even he's attacking... when he's, like you said, Keary loves to run at the line. Dearden's doing that every week.
He's so zippy, bro.
And he's got that little offload. Kevin De Bruyne. He looks like him too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I think Tommy Dearden's, bro, I think the Dragons offered him like 1 point something to grab him, and he said, nah, he'd rather stay at the Cowboys. He knows it's his team. He knows that he doesn't have to butt heads with anyone. It's for him. And I think Ben
Hunt was on the phone like, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. I'll be out of here soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to go there, bro.
Yeah.
But I think he deserves a lot of credit, a lot of flowers for that. Even though they lost, it was a performance that he should be proud of.
Brother, that was one of the best chases. I think that is the best chase down I've ever seen because how hard, like
Cobbo's quick as well.
Like no context, like that. That one is just arguably one of the best chase downs you'll see.
And it's Cobbo running.
And Cobbo's no slouch, bro.
And he's tall, so every leap is...
and he's a hard man to tackle. A lot of them would have got there and then missed it. He fucking made that tackle. Good on him. Shout out to Carrigan. He had an absolute blinder of a game.
What a play.
And it's nice to see them actually pass the ball to Katoni Staggs. Yeah. Good job, Brisbane.
Staggs has been on...
You could tell, look at the difference. 7 makes. That's all I'm going to say. People were saying on my stream, like...
He's going for it, eh?
Me?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, like people were telling me on the stream, because I was watching the game today, and you could tell Eels missed Moses, and they're like, does one player really make that much of a difference?
Yes.
Adam Reynolds to Brisbane is the engine of the team, bro.
I can't think of how many times we could have made the 8 if we had a halfback that was a good, like a quality number 1, a proper halfback.
If only a team like South Sydney had him, eh?
Yeah. Listen, man. Speaking about halfbacks, that was a Reynolds masterclass.
Yeah, he's a machine,
bro. He kicked them He kicked them to victory. He kicked Cowboys. Scotty Drinkwater, he's in my fraud thing. He made Scotty Drinkwater look average under the high ball. And that was the biggest thing for Reynolds all night, the kicking game. Controlled every bit of that game, bro. And I think this fixture started to come Brisbane always just do it, mate.
Yeah, but bro, I was like, I was sure that Cowboys would win this game.
I would win.
But
okay.
yeah, and they did not, and they're looking a bit fraudy now because they
well,
beat 3 shitty teams.
What do I say?
Well, I called it as well. Give me. I called it as well, bro. I said that.
I think we all did really.
Yeah,
we didn't like. I thought they want to win this game because I didn't know Reynolds was playing because we didn't have the team list yet. But far out,
Reynolds
bro.
came in late. It was like a Thursday inclusion.
Yeah, like we didn't know. So, bro, that was.
I love Reynolds.
Not what you want to like. Mate, Paddy was. Like a few of the Donny sports, bro. Like he was like, we're gonna make the 8 all this, and yeah, he was a bit depressed. He called it Bad Friday, so that's his Bad Friday, man.
Alright, let's move on from the Brisbane game. That was just a quick wrap up. Dragons, Manly.
Bro, how she were Manly? What the fuck?
Listen, right? Congratulations to my Dragons supporting friends.
He dropped the pen. You see that? He dropped the pen because he talked about Manly and instantly dropped the ball.
Error. Listen, Dragons, that first half, I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch the second half properly because I was eating. It was time to eat. So first half, I watched properly. Dragons attacked very well. They were very good in defense, but there was times where I don't know what the fuck Manly were doing. Tom Trebojevic, listen to me, my brother. Did you have a multi on the game? Right, you're gonna clip this Flaxy for me, please. Did you have a multi on this game? Because that was one of the most obvious Sandro Tonali moments in the world of fucking NRL in sport. Every time you got the ball, drop.
Excuse me, Sandro always had the team that he's playing for to win.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, big drip. That's big drip, right? But listen, it was sad because at the same time, like even as bad as he was having, you think that he's going to do something well. You're like, hey, tell me I might do something.
I captained him, bro. I captained him, man.
Oh,
so I was ginning when I watched the game back and saw him drop the ball 5 times in the first half.
It was appalling, but listen, man, the Dragons made the most of it. I heard the second half was very gritty.
Good on him.
No, good on him.
Yeah, 100%. Because they do if Dragons get the basics right, they will trouble teams. Against the Dolphins, they did a grand total of 0 basics right.
They're negative.
But, these guys play differently this week, and you can't control a lot of the time how the other team plays. Sometimes teams just have a bad game.
So, of course.
This was a bad game from Manly all around. It was like they got cursed or something. Sure. It's Tommy Turbo was like Brucey from the longest yard. Every time he dropped the ball, he's like, man, I shouldn't have ate that popcorn. He was like Brucey from the longest yard, bro. Drop nuts, left, right, centre. But he did have a sick offload. Let me tell you a couple of 3 things. Let me tell you a couple of 3 things.
Let me tell you a couple of 3 errors.
Yeah,
4 errors.
4 errors. Far out, bro. Yeah, he had a bit of a shocker, but that offload was hectic.
You know who else had a multi on that game? Zach Lomax.
That kick was bad.
That kick, brother. What's going on? And he missed the other one right after it as well.
Brother,
what's going on, bro?
When I saw that kick, I was like, there was a quote that LeBron had. He got like a hit in the head, and he's like, he hit a clutch shot against the Warriors, and he's like, I saw 3 rims. I aimed for the middle one. Zach Lomax saw three sets of posts, aimed for the right one. Didn't work out, boss.
Bro, LeBron's so funny. Well, how knows the goat, bro? It's just funny. Listen, anyway, talking about Lomax, I feel like he's gone in the next week or 2, bro. Straight out. Rumours have been circulating for so long.
I just don't get how somebody can be so unhappy playing well.
And on good money.
On good money,
bro,
playing
I
well.
think he's one of the highest paid centers, like a Dragons fan.
Brother, if I was a player, I would rather play winger than center. At center, you literally do nothing and you have to wait for someone to get the ball. When you're on the wing, people kick you the ball.
They aim at you.
You're the target for all the tries, bro. Your stats look better. You know what I mean? Like Shane Flanagan was right. He's a mid-level centre. He's getting paid big centre money.
He's not a great centre. And Shane Flanagan...
Yeah, that's why
this is what I like about Shane Flanagan. He identified it straight away.
And
he said, I'm going to try to stick with him. And the guy's like, I don't want you to stick with me.
Yeah.
I want to leave. So I was like, all right, if you want to leave, I'm not letting you go if it's not for something good for my club.
And
I respect that.
And I think he's going to end up like Ben Hunt and still be there in a year.
I think
if you're Parramatta...
I think Manly go...
If you're Parramatta or Souths, like, what are you doing? Like, give them some... Like, get this bloke on your team.
Okay.
If it's an opportunity to...
I heard, inside scoop, Schuster's going to the Dragons and Manly are getting Lomax.
Yeah, but now...
And that makes a lot of sense because,
But-
bro, I love... Schuster's game is interesting, but you don't see it anymore.
Yeah, but this
He
bloke
doesn't
is
deserve
not
to be
playing
playing.
centre on that team.
Who?
He's not... Lomax is going to end up on the wing again if he joins Manly.
That's another thing.
Because
I don't think it's the position. I don't think it's the position, cuz.
No,
I think
no,
there's much more to it.
I think he will... All the reports say it's a position.
Yeah,
and
come on, bro.
And he's playing so good on the wing. Why would you move him? Like, he's the best winger on that team. I think he's better than Ravalawa at the moment. Because, you know... And Manly, teams that need wingers, like South Sydney need one bad.
one
Right?
ASAP.
If you're South Sydney, you got to trade someone. Like, give him Lachlan Lillis, I'll take him. You know what I mean? Like, give it... Like, someone...
They need forwards. Dragons want a pack. That's what they want.
Dragons got a pack, but they need... There's no such thing as too many good forwards, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly, that's my thing.
And
What do you say?
But-
Do you think he goes? Do you think he stays?
I think he's going to stay.
I think he goes, and I think Parramatta... I have two things in my mind, right? And I know they sound crazy. Is Manly swapping him for Schuster, and it's Parramatta swapping him for Madison.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't see how Madison's not a starting player in a team anymore.
I know,
He's
yeah.
on the bench, cuz. It doesn't
Well,
make
he
sense.
had a fucking shocker today.
I know, but what I'm saying
And
is the quality...
he's surplus to requirements because they have so many back rowers. And I think with Widamu injured, I think they want... And they just let go of Momasia. I think they're looking for a potential, like, solid prop option. But they need wingers.
We need a trade system.
Yeah.
We
They need an official trade
I
system.
love this NBA trade talks in NRL.
No, it's just fair. Like, nobody leaves with nothing. There's no one that looks like a dickhead.
Yeah, if
Like,
you look
there's
like a
no
dickhead, you
GM.
don't have to accept it. It's very simple.
Yeah, there's no GM that looks like a dickhead in the NBA. Like,
We need a trade
because
system,
the
bro.
guy leaves for nothing. You
We
know
need
what
a
I mean?
trade system, and it needs to happen like... That's the
It needs to
windows
be
for
official.
it.
Yeah, but in order for that to happen, all salaries need to be public, and the player association don't want that.
Yeah.
Like every other sport in the world, you know. So it's gonna be tough, but I think they need a proper trade system because Zach Lomax should be allowed to want out of his deal.
Exactly.
But basically, the way it works in the NBA is your deal stays, your contract remains exactly the same, but you end up on a new team and they take that contract.
And we get that player.
And then the other team gets the other player and their contract.
Yeah.
So
I bring up an issue. What about clubs that really can't afford, that type of thing?
then you can't trade.
Then you can't trade. It's very simple.
There's a cap. Like
Yeah,
in
it's
the
like
NBA.
saying I want Ben Hunt, but we can only spend 600, and Cowboys are giving him $1 million. He's going to go to the $1 million. It's very simple. You don't have the facilities.
No, but the contract stays the same. If a player's making 900 and you can't afford to take on his contract, then you send them two players that are worth that amount.
You work something out.
Or you can, I think in the NRL they want to do this where one team pays more of the contract than the other for X amount of time.
And we did that with M-Boy. We paid the
And
Tigers.
Aaron Woods and James
Thank you very
Graham
much, Des Hazard. I'm praying for your downfall.
And great, and
Anyway.
yeah.
That's Lomax. Let's speak about one more thing before we get into our awards. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck came up against Kalen Ponga,
Oh.
and it was a absolute ruse fest.
That's
It was just it was beautiful.
Brother, he sent that he sent that Knights forward
Guys, I was in the
into
shower.
another dimension, bro.
I was in the shower and my TV's like right in front of whatever they near the window, and all I heard was Vossi losing it. I'm like,
Yeah.
why? Every time I decide to just go have a shower or go eat or something, Vossi has to start yelling and stuff.
Brother, I was pouring my plate I was getting my food at the table, and I look at the TV and I just see this Knights forward just falling over, and he's like Timbo, he sent him into the death realm, bro.
But how good is our fullback, bro? It's so good to watch. It's just so good to have him
And
back.
he's just this is so fun to watch, and the game missed him. Do I think he's gonna be able to do this every week? No, and I think the Warriors are looking at him, and he's a lot beefier than he was when he was,
Still moves like a fucking...
Yeah, he still moves, but is he going to be able to do this long term? I don't think so. I think the team is better off with him at centre because of how weak they are in the centres. I think that was their biggest weakness. So I think when Chanzi's back in 2 weeks, he's
automatically back in the side.
He's back in the side, but he's back in at fullback.
Fullback, sorry, in the back in that role.
But bloody 300 metres this bloke made. He's my player of the round.
Yeah.
He was just running riot, and Ponga had him out first half especially too. He made a line break every 10 minutes.
It was so good to watch two fullbacks actually be fullbacks.
Yeah.
I know we talk about Dylan Edwards with work rate, or we talk about, but it's what we knew. What did we grow up to fullbacks? We knew Billy Slater, chip and chase, running around. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And KP and RDS bought that for us. Big up the Warriors, bro. They got that win.
Yeah.
I think who they played. They played the
Knights.
Knights. Yeah, that's right. Knights are poor. I know, cuz. I watched. What did I watch yesterday? I was at 6 a.m, bro. Watching fucking
Palin Conga, bro.
Palin Cronkers. What the casual? Anything else you want to speak about the round before we get into the awards?
Yeah, the Faiders, bro.
We'll talk about them. We're gonna get into them.
What a bunch of losers, bro.
Let's get into the.
How the fuck do you screw?
One sec, wait.
How are you tied at half time?
Let's get into the AJIBEH awards and then we'll speak about that.
No,
Right?
we're talking about that now,
Play
bro.
of the week.
Bro, I'm talking about the Raiders now.
Play of the week. You have to go in order. Play of the week. You went RTS.
Yeah, RTS.
I'm
bro.
going Adam Reynolds. We're just going to do this quickly because we want to speak about the Faiders. Right? Team of the week. Not fraud team of the week. Team of the week.
Team of the week. I'm gonna go with Penrith. Good on 'em.
I'll go Penrith as well. Game of the week.
Look, this last game was entertaining.
I never got to watch it.
Like the Tigers was entertaining, but at the same time it was entertaining because a lot of it was amateur stuff. So I'm gonna go Penrith again. That game was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I'll go Wales and Newcastle just because of RTS and that. Fraud player of the round, and then we'll get into your one.
Tommy Turbo, mate.
I'm going Scotty Drink
Drop
Water.
nuts, Brucey, Tommy Turbo.
And I'm going Jared Side on you piece of shit.
Fuck you,
I hope
dog.
you know happy days ever.
And then the bunk against the Roosters game, bro, was like on shit.
Yeah. Anyway, fraud team. This is your fraud team, Fred.
The Raiders, bro. How do you... The Sharks could not get anything right in the first 20
It
minutes.
was 18-0. Was that 18-0?
18-0. And I'm thinking, they're never going to get the lead to fraud. But, to fraud. They're not going to get... They're not going to get the lead to, sort of fade.
Yeah.
That's my thinking going into the season this year. Their attack's going to be a bit screwed up. But, mate, let me tell you, when Everton arm wrestle, good luck, because they got Jamal Fogarty who kicks the shit out of the ball, and he's been on one this season. He's been playing so good. But, brother...
How's Rapana still playing good? How is he still good?
He's playing good.
No, how is he still good?
Wallah, he's so good.
Like Leilua,
he's a hog,
lost to Curtis Scott,
Wallah,
and
he's a
Rapana's
hog.
still the fullback.
Wallah, he's a hog, but mate, you can't knock his effort. Yeah, does he go down for 10 penalties a game like he's a football player?
He's a smart player.
But,
he's smart.
hey,
He's so smart.
Bro, if he didn't come back from Japan, bro, the Raiders would be in strife in my opinion. But, bro, that first 20 minutes, they look like world beaters. Xavier Savage was looking like
That try was
yay, he's looking hectic.
That try was good.
This brother, after 20 minutes, it's like they took his powers away, bro. He couldn't catch nothing.
his batteries
he couldn't
out.
make a tackle. They moved. Yeah, that's the free trial.
Sign up, your free trial's expired.
EA
Take your
made
swords
him.
like, don't worry about it.
EA made him, bro. You needed to get the DLC, bro. It's like Destiny 2, But, okay, listen. I don't know how the fuck are you 18-0 up and you go into half-time level?
That's fucked.
Level.
That is so fucked.
I've never seen a team get zapped of momentum, and it kept going, bro. It's like it's like the Monsters stole their powers or some shit, bro. They couldn't hold it. The Sharks first 20 minutes couldn't hold a ball, couldn't make a tackle, couldn't
Who
keep
impressed
up.
you from the Sharks? He's gonna say no one.
Right, Trinder was alright. Jack Williams, bro, give this how the hell did they re-sign every prop?
Who was a fraud in the Raiders team? I know everyone, but two players.
Fogarty kicked the amount of shit kicks this bloke put in completely ruined the game. I love Fogarty. I love him. The Titans miss him. The Titans missed this bloke so much. He had a shocker. Xavier Savage, bro, this bloke, it's like they cut his hands off. It's like they cut his hands off, bro. He couldn't catch anything. And I'm just sitting there, how the fuck was I so wrong about the Raiders? I'm such an idiot. I'm watching this game. I got home. I'm eating the leftovers, I'm like, how am I so wrong about this? I'm such an idiot. I know nothing about this game. I can't believe I'm a content creator. And then 10 minutes later, I was like, fuck, I was right about this team all along. You're all spastics.
They walked in with the game with the fucking sign that says fuck them. They walked in full time saying, oh no, we're
Brother,
again.
they need that believe side.
Sometimes maybe good.
Lasso.
Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit.
They need that belief. They need that. Mate, look, they should have won that game. They didn't have to win that game. But what I cannot believe, I just can't believe that. I'm just laughing and having a laugh so much because they're 18-0 up in the first 20 minutes
shocking,
and they go into halftime level.
Shocking.
This was like Prime Warriors fade.
Yeah.
Like Prime Warriors 10 years ago used to go
Prime
up.
Dragon choke.
I think there was a stage, it was 2 months that went up 18-0 4 times and lost. He's got to hurt because they're not beating the allegations. They're the Faiders.
They are, bro. They take that crown heavily. Now listen, the other people that faded, those Titans, bro. I think they faded, but I think just
do they even start? They sort of got to be good to fade. Brother,
Titans, these are just frauds, bro. Honestly, I can't even open
sorry,
you.
man.
I didn't care who you get back. I didn't care who you get as coach. You should not let go of Holbrook, even though I was biggest advocate for
Same.
them. But
mate, this team has some. Look,
They've
let
gone
them
so
get
much
some
worse.
players back, but
Yeah.
I think
Shout out
this
to
team
Baker.
at the moment, you look at the obvious worst team in the NRL, it's them right now.
Bro.
And I'll just never forget the sports shed thing. It's like they had a thing. It was like Titans have more of a chance of making top 8 than the Eels, and I just disagreed. And that was my first post out of retirement. You know, like I was on holidays until I made
You're like,
that
I
post.
disagree.
I didn't, and everyone's there disagreeing with me,
No, listen.
and I just
Craziness when they don't. When they disagree, I always tell you, you're like the face of NRL content creators, right? And this is probably like a little bit of a flowers moment for you, right? Because you don't realize this shit. When you tell me what you're doing and stuff, you're like, oh, bro, people need to listen to you. That's it.
No,
it's very simple.
No, we all have good
We
takes
all
and
have
bad takes.
but that's a bad one. Titans,
Yeah,
have a para.
Yeah, Titans have a para.
Para still have Mitchell Moses and Gufferson. And
Yeah,
Dylan Brown.
I had them in my top 4.
Like they just needed the hooker.
But I
The
really,
forward pack is the one. It's up there, Penrith.
I really like this Titans team on paper, but I just don't know what's gone wrong.
No, man.
They need a trade system. They got too many players that are good at one position.
Yeah, well,
Too many good props.
Big credit to Tigers as well. Let's get into the news and wrap. We'll go to do our tips and wrap it up. Just in the news, welcome to AJIBEHS News, League Lads News, right? We're going to look a little segment thing, Jacob Preston's out for 4 weeks. Now, this is Jacob Preston, my brother. We wish you all the best. You played, I think, the whole second half or whatever it was.
No, he got knocked out, and then somehow, I don't understand how he passed his HIA. I don't understand how this brother passed his HIA. I messaged him after. I'm like, I don't know how you're alive, bro.
Yeah. What did he say? Is all good?
He's like, all good, thanks, mate.
Thanks, bro. Listen, man.
Because I had to give him props, bro. He came on and he was like, nothing happened.
Yeah,
he was still so
He
good.
made that line break where in the end, was it towards the end of the game?
Yeah.
But listen, bro, what a warrior. No matter what happens, bro, we appreciate everything about you, Jacob Preston. Everything, bro. Yeah, for 4 weeks now. Big loss for us.
It's 3 to 6 weeks potentially.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
Mate, it's Preston will back him too. He'll
Yeah.
chuck, they'll
Presto
give him, they'll
and
give him
Adakar
more.
have these magic tricks,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Like, how the hell did I come back so early?
Speaking about, so all the best to you, Preston, bro. We love you. If you need some znud, let us know. And Manoush, if Keary still hasn't taken you out, you know who to call. You got my number. Jacob, Josh Adakar, 11 days. He stood down for 11 days.
Well, I thought it was dead.
Can we speak about that? That duty of care thing? Because everyone's having a rage about it and everyone's going crazy. Listen
Fuck
to me.
that shit, bro.
Listen, I'm a Bulldogs fan, right? What the hell do you want Latrell Mitchell to do? Like, what do you want him to do, cuz? What do you want us to do with this game? You want us to just, when someone's running on the corner, you just watch it like, we just, fullback, hey, let him go, bro, all good, don't worry about it.
Brother.
No, bro, you have to do something, and I understand. Now, if it's with the shoulder to the head, different story, but I still think shoulders should be allowed, cuz. Like, shoulder the guy.
Not in the head.
No, shoulder him, and if it hits the head, you fucking go.
Yeah, that's what I agree. I think shoulder charges should still be allowed.
Don't tell the player, you're not allowed to touch him.
Stop creating this narrative. I said the NRL is so scared of getting sued or some shit. Brother, stop creating this narrative that the players have a duty of care. Brother, no. They have the opposite. Their duty to their team that's paying the money is to hurt the other cunt, bro.
Yeah,
hurt the other team.
That's the contract.
Smash the shit out of the other team. I think if you're not doing that, you're not fulfilling your duty as an NRL player, bro.
You know what kills
You look
me?
at Curtis Moran, the guy's running, and Justin Oldham today, they're running like they hate the other team.
Bro.
They're running like the player in front of them just said something about their mum. Like, they run, that's the duty of that the NRL players should have,
It's
not a
contact
duty of
sport.
care.
It's contact fucking sport.
He
bro.
hurt the other person, bro.
And-
That's
and-
what they want to do.
and you know
not
what
in a legal way.
And they brought it up
Do it in
after
a
the
le-
game.
do
They're
it in
like, I think he got. Is he getting charged or something? Or
He got the fine. He has to pay a fine.
So,
He
okay,
did
so
get
why-
charged.
Okay, so why don't we penalise him?
Yeah, if it's such a big deal, penalise him. But he shouldn't be
It's
penalised.
not a big deal.
But he should
Oh,
not.
that-
He should not be penalised for that.
I definitely
Latrell
agree.
Mitchell did nothing wrong. He doesn't know where Adokar's going to go.
And if you watch it properly, he actually pulls away. Like he
Yeah.
actually uses his like
He-
because he knows.
Brother, he's like
it's
120 kilos, bro. He's 6'5". The guy's got truck brakes, bro. You know what I mean? He's slowing down. You just hear
the whole way.
compression braking, bro. You know?
Nah, listen, shout out to Josh Adakar, bro.
Bro, I
Another injury.
thought it was dead.
I
They
don't-
lifted up his leg. It fell straight down. He's limp.
I don't even feel like he should have played that game. Wallah.
I didn't.
I
A lot of
don't-
people had that.
Honestly, bro, and like I love Josh, bro. It's like he follows us and we show respect to each other and everything. But I don't think like I hate this rushing thing. Don't rush it. Cuz.
Yeah, man.
We need him for the season. Just let him rest. Let him have his rest, cuz.
Yeah, have another week.
Even if he wants to play, I know Josh would have wanted to play this game.
I know.
We all know how he is. Like, Rabbitoh's good for. I need to be there. That's my
Yeah.
game. Big
I
moment.
want to verse my cousin, bro. You
versus
know.
my cousin or whatever it is. Yeah, but
He
like,
wasn't verse, but yeah.
Munro, yeah. Munro's
Yeah.
his cousin. I don't think it's the actual cousins, by the way. I think he just calls him that.
I don't know.
Anyway, but I think it's too early for him to play. I think like.
I just
Give
don't. It's not.
Wilson,
It's,
give like these players the chance to play, bro.
Yeah,
And
like-
they could have activated Wilson, by the way, right? After the game, they said it was duty of care. He got penalised. He got fined for it, so that means we should
yeah,
have played Wilson,
I
bro.
agree. If
Another Freddie Fittler
no,
moment.
because if he had gotten, because if it was penalised, then we could have activated him right away.
And would have not
And
played
then-
Salmon at centre.
Yeah, and then we win the
And then we
game.
look better in attack.
And then
Anyway.
voila, we win the game. But
Curtis Moran suspended for 2 games. I'll be honest with you, Cameron Murray milked the fuck out of that.
no. Like that's
It's a penalty. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. It's a warranted suspension. If a hip drop is 2 weeks, then that's 2 weeks.
Because it's footy. He spun him and
He
I
dunked
know-
him on his head, bro.
I know Murray is like a fucking jumping out and shit. Listen, Murray, you look so good in the Bulldogs jersey. Come hang out with us. Don't about the.
No, but
Trying to
voila,
recruit everyone, eh? The GM.
voila.
no,
The
it was-
GM,
I'm
no
joking,
one
I'm
comes, but.
No,
We're like the US Army. Like,
He's a deterrent. He's like air guard for NRL players, bro. He says, come.
They all just run.
They just, I don't know, what the fuck is wrong with this bloke?
Moran suspended for 2 games. I think it's fair. If the tackle wasn't a good tackle, you're right. Johnston 6 weeks.
That's
Big loss
going
for
to hurt
Rabbitohs.
them because they got no depth there.
Suck shit. I hope
Brother,
he's-
it's
I hope
gonna
he's
happen.
I hope he's come 18th and he's going to get relegated to League 1.
It's going to happen, man. Latrell's going to play centre because they have no other option. And they
Who's
got
gonna
Dry
play fullback?
Gray.
This new kid.
Dry Gray, yeah.
Last one we'll talk about is Metcalf, bro. 6 to 10 weeks. Sad to see. One of
It
your
was
favourites.
so awkward,
You
bro.
put me
I've-
on to him to watch him and
Yeah,
enjoy
man.
him.
From from when I saw him at the Sharks, it's like, at least it's not an ACL or nothing. At least he'll be back. He was like, I felt like he was gonna have a good game too. Like, he's a bit.
Sad, bro.
It's sad, but look, Chanel Harris Davida, brother, you're back from wherever you were. It's his time to shine. I think he played really well.
played good, yeah.
He's so good defensively. I think it's gonna create a good sense of competition.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Because I think Chanel is definitely good enough to be a first grade half, and this is a real chance to show that he's still got what he's, with a really good forward pack ahead of him, he can showcase what he's got.
Let's see where they take it with him this season. Let's get straight into the tips to round that off. Melbourne Storm are playing Brisbane Broncos.
Where?
Amy Park.
I'm gonna go. I don't know if Payne Haas is back. If Payne Haas is back,
No way he's back.
no, he's due back soon.
He's not back. Guys.
If Payne Haas is back, Brisbane. If he's not back, Melbourne.
So
1 to 12.
So 1 to
Either
12.
way.
Either way. Okay, I'm gonna go Melbourne 1 to 12. I think Melbourne are just hard to beat at home, especially with what they got. Pappenhausen and Hughes back, right? Pappenhausen is back.
Hughes is back.
Hughes is
Yeah.
back. Bulldogs and the Roosters on Friday.
I'm gonna go with the Roosters, 13 plus. It will be close, and then I'll just nick one right at the end.
I'm gonna go Bulldogs 1 to 12. I just feel like
we
they're
lost a
dirty
lot.
at that loss last week, and Serraldo would have probably sprayed them in attack.
Yeah,
And-
we lost a lot of players, but
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just gonna hope for it. Newcastle and Dragons. What kind of worst game would you put on
Wallah,
Friday at
that
8
was
p.m.?
bad.
the worst game
I
you
gotta see this lineup because surely you call back Hastings now.
Yeah, enough's enough. Bro.
I'm gonna.
I don't get this shit, bro.
Bro, these current halves are whack, bro. I'm going Dragons because they have Ben Hunt.
Yeah, I'll go
Dragons 1 to 12, man.
I'll go Dragons as well, but fuck man, they're playing at New EA. So.
Dragons 1
Yeah,
to 12.
I'll go Dragons 1 to 12. Rabbitohs and Warriors.
Warriors 13 plus. This is their game. They stomp someone.
Yeah, I'll go Warriors 13 plus. Rabbitohs have not even been 1% convincing to me. Manly and Penrith. This is the game of the round for me, straight up. Manly wants to win, and Penrith are gonna be like, yeah, let's play.
I'm gonna go Penrith 1 to 12.
I'll go Manly 1 to 12.
It's Cherry Evans' game.
Yeah.
No one else's game
I
but
don't
Cherry
like counting
Evans.
Penrith out, wallah, but I feel like Manly.
Say, you said Roosters.
I know.
You want to change it?
I know, no.
You said Roosters 13 plus this bloke.
Yeah.
Brother, this is your chance. DC's got to play good for them.
I'll literally go Manly 1 to 12 because I feel like Tommy's not gonna forgive himself for last week, and they're playing at home. If you're at home, different story. Dolphins and Tigers. This is a good game.
This is a good game. I'm
Interesting.
actually going to go the Tigers 1 to 12.
I'll go Tigers.
3 straight for them, bro.
I'll go Tigers 1 to 12 as well. Cowboys and Titans.
Oh, this is Cowboys like 20 plus, bro. It's going to get ugly for the Titans, man.
Yeah.
And they're not even versing good teams yet.
Yeah, Cowboys 13 plus, man. This has the team is horrendous. Canberra and Para is the last game of the week.
All right, this one is
I'm
this
going
one's a
Canberra
Canberra 1 to 12 game.
I'm going
bro.
Canberra 13 plus, bro, straight up. If Moses isn't back, which he isn't, Canberra 13 plus.
Yeah, because
Especially after last week.
I do think look, they had so much possession, Parramatta, and they did nothing with it. I think Raiders will be way more clinical. I think Raiders 1 to 12.
Yeah, I'll go 1 to and Cronulla have a bye, and that's us. Love you all. I'm so tired. Look
the
after
Dogs.
yourselves. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. See you next week.
Laters.